What really happened to Bishop Rance Allen? A gospel legend gone too soon, or a man silenced before exposing powerful secrets? Behind the praise and pulpit was a storm brewing, and those closest to him say he was ready to name names. But then, he was gone. Was it a tragic coincidence, or something far more sinister? In this video, we uncover chilling claims, suspicious silences, and a voicemail that may hold the key. Was Bishop Rance Allen murdered for speaking out? Stay tuned. His wife breaks the silence, and the truth may shock you. On October 31st, 2020, the world was told that Bishop Rance Allen had died while recovering from a medical procedure at Heartland ProMedica in Sylvania, Ohio. A joint statement from his wife, Ellen Allen, and manager, Toby Jackson, confirmed his passing. He was 71 years old. The gospel community mourned deeply. Tributes flooded social media. Legends like Kirk Franklin, Donnie McClurkin, and Shirley Caesar praised his life, his impact, and his unmatched gift. According to Bishop Robert G. Rudolph Jr., Allen's voice was indispensable, a cornerstone in the Church of God in Christ and beyond. But for many close to him, the way he died, and what happened after, raised far too many red flags. To begin with, there was no public viewing, no fan farewell, and no open casket. The funeral was said to be limited due to COVID-19 restrictions, yet it was streamed with what many viewers described as unusual editing and a lack of transparency. Clips from the service mysteriously disappeared online. YouTube videos discussing it were taken down. Several fan pages sharing the memorial faced copyright claims and even channel deletions. It felt as if someone was trying to control the narrative. But then, a chilling revelation surfaced. A woman claiming to be a former choir member and spiritual daughter of Bishop Rance Allen went live on Facebook. Her stream was shaky but unforgettable. She alleged that Allen had been working on a tell-all expose, preparing to reveal deep-rooted corruption within the gospel music industry. She said he had documents, emails, recordings, financial records, proof that powerful gospel executives and even megachurch pastors were manipulating artists, funneling money, and spiritually exploiting the very musicians who praised God from the stage. According to her, Bishop Allen had grown frustrated in his later years. He saw talented artists being underpaid, silenced, and pressured into contracts that prioritized profit over purpose. Some were forced to sign with faith-based labels that seemed holy on the outside, but were tied to corporate investors with secular agendas. She described a system where certain artists were kept anointed, but broke, where some pastors allegedly served as silent partners in gospel labels, funneling church donations into private ventures, while the performers were paid pennies. What's more disturbing is the report that Bishop Allen had set a private Zoom meeting with 2 independent journalists and a label whistleblower to expose it all. But that meeting never happened. The day before, Allen was rushed to the hospital. The cause? A routine heart procedure. He never walked out. Many now question whether that medical visit was truly routine, or whether it was the moment a truth-teller was silenced forever. In the weeks leading up to his death, Rance Allen had gone strangely quiet online. His once active social media channels had slowed down. His last video was an emotional, vague message about being ready to stand alone if necessary. Was it a goodbye? A warning? A final cry? The former choir member believed it was a hint. She said he knew they were watching him, that he had told close friends he felt pressured. In 2018, he reportedly confided that he had been told to shut up or be shut down. By 2019, he'd nearly stopped touring and refused public interviews, appearing only through brief church video messages. The funeral itself only deepened suspicion. Fans noted how filtered and controlled the service felt. No wide-angle shots, no interactions, just quick, polished clips. Attendees were reportedly told not to record or photograph. One former singer posted on TikTok saying, "It felt like we were being watched, Even his brothers looked like they were under pressure. And perhaps most haunting of all, Bishop Rance Allen's laptop, one he reportedly never let out of his sight, was gone within 48 hours. According to close associates, that laptop contained his tell-all drafts, unreleased songs, private audio messages, and names he planned to expose. None of it has been recovered. Not one file, not one sermon. Then came the voicemail. 2 days before his passing, Rance Allen allegedly sent a voice message to a longtime gospel friend. That friend, fearing for their own safety, shared it privately with 2 trusted insiders. Though the full audio was never released publicly, a transcribed portion began to circulate. In it, Allen's voice was heavy, deliberate, almost mournful. He said, "They think I don't know what's going on, but I see it. I see the snakes. I see the ones in robes hiding behind choirs and fake praise. I got names. I got proof. And I ain't scared. But if anything happens to me, don't let it be in vain. Don't let them write the ending to my story." His final words in the message? "If the church don't clean itself, God will." This wasn't just a warning. It was a declaration. And the moment pieces of the recording were shared online, they were taken down. Channels demonetized, files deleted. Those who tried to speak up were silenced digitally, and in some cases, completely disappeared from social platforms. Since Allen's passing, something has shifted in the gospel community. His name, once spoken with reverence, has become noticeably absent in mainstream gospel circles. Podcasts that once praised him avoid mentioning him now. Artists who collaborated with him no longer comment on his final years. Independent vloggers have noticed this sudden silence. And in 2024, a documentary titled Shadows Behind the Praise, which included a segment on Bishop Rance Allen, was quietly shelved. According to an anonymous consultant, legal threats were issued unless the content related to Allen was removed entirely. Even more telling, those closest to Allen who were helping him, an indie gospel artist, a former gospel label accountant, and a controversial online pastor, have all gone dark. The artist deleted their Instagram, the accountant vanished from public view, and the pastor's YouTube channel was suddenly taken down after one final video warning, "If they came for Rance, don't think they won't come for me." So what was Bishop Rance Allen really preparing to expose? A secretive gospel empire built on control, influence, and money? A network of gatekeepers managing who rises and who falls, all while using spiritual platforms as business machines? If the allegations are true, Allen may have been a martyr, not just for gospel, but for truth. Still, not everyone is staying silent. A small but rising wave of gospel creatives are pushing back. They want transparency, fair compensation, and a return to spiritual integrity. And though many won't speak Allen's name publicly, they credit him as the spark that ignited this silent revolution. In the end, we're left with more questions than answers. Did Bishop Rance Allen die of natural causes? Or was he silenced before the world could hear his truth? Was this a tragic loss, or a calculated act to protect powerful interests? One thing is certain, Rance Allen was more than a voice. He was a visionary, a spiritual disruptor, a man who saw the cracks in the church's foundation and dared to speak up. His story deserves to be told, not edited, not buried, and definitely not forgotten. What do you think really happened to Bishop Rance Allen? Was it fate or a cover-up? Share your thoughts, memories, and theories in the comments. And if this story moved you, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. More untold truths are coming. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and stay informed. Thanks for watching.